I declare war. So yesterday I was on Facebook and I saw this photograph of one of Candace Owens' tweets, and I had to do this response to it. This is going to be a short video, so I'm going to start off by sharing my screen and showing you exactly what Candace Owens had to say. So here's Candace Owens' tweet. She said, "Juneteenth is so lame. Democrats really need to stop trying to repackage segregation. I will be celebrating July 4th and July 4th only. I am American." So that's her statement, about Juneteenth. And I just want to share my response. I mean, we all know that this woman, Candace Owens, is a professional coon. She is a sellout. She is a paid troll. That's what she does. This woman is disingenuous. This woman started off as some liberal. She was highly critical of Donald Trump, as documented on Wikipedia. They go through her history. But she wants to pretend like she's some real conservative in order to get over on these racist white people, to collect money from them, to prosper from them. And she is no different from Judas, who is a complete sellout, selling out for a few coins from the white man. That's what this woman is. She is a Aunt Jemima. She is a mouthpiece for white supremacy. So let's break down what she's talking about. She says Juneteenth is lame. Juneteenth is a holiday celebrating the emancipation of Black people from bondage. What is lame about freedom for Black people? What is lame about freedom from bondage? Freedom from being enslaved, from being beaten, from being raped, from being psychologically abused in every imaginable way, from having your families ripped apart. What is lame about being liberated from that stuff? This tells you how sick this woman is. It tells you how lost this woman is. And then she tries to have the nerve to say that celebrating Juneteenth is repackaging of segregation. Celebrating history is not repackaging segregation. Acknowledging a holiday celebrating the freedom of Black people is not in any way, shape, or form repackaging segregation. It is celebrating freedom from bondage. And it's just a shame that this woman gets all this support, gets all this love, gets all this money from these white racist people, because that's who she serves. Those people are her master, and she will say anything and do anything in order to continue to get support from those people, from her white masters. This woman is a despicable troll. And then she goes on to talk about celebrating the 4th of July. A holiday that celebrates the independence of the United States from Britain. An independence that has absolutely nothing to do with Black people. When they got their independence from Britain, we were still in bondage. Black people were still slaves in this country, still beaten in this country, still raped in this country, still sold like property, like cattle and sheep and all that kind of stuff. That's how Black people were treated when you had your 4th of July. That was white people's independence, white Americans' independence. We were still in bondage. Your ancestors, Candace Owens, were in bondage. You weren't even recognized as a human being, much less an American, when they gained their independence from Britain. But yet and still, here you are, like some kind of fool, celebrating a holiday that has absolutely nothing to do with you, while you condemn a holiday that has everything to do with you and your people. That just shows you how messed up some of our people are psychologically, how brainwashed some of our people are, how blind, deaf, and dumb some of our people are. We all know about Frederick Douglass' famous speech where he talked about what does the 4th of July mean for a slave. Here you had black people enslaved in bondage. And, you know, people actually expect black people to honor and celebrate the 4th of July. And some of us are so brainwashed and so brain dead, just like this Candace Owens, that we are quick to recognize a holiday that doesn't have anything to do with us, while we reject holidays that have everything to do with us. Juneteenth is the longest celebrated African-American holiday in this country. But yet you have women and people like this coon. And, you know, I'll make any apologies for calling a sellout like this a coon, an Aunt Jemima, a Sambo. You know, this woman is like moonshine. You know, the moonshine person that the sergeant talked about in A Soldier Story. He talked about how they got some old sellout Negro among them to put on a tail and act like a damn monkey to the delight of white people, to make it appear as if black people were savages, to make it appear as if black people were subhuman, to make people think that black people had tails. And they called this buffoon. They called this buffoon Moonshine, King of the Monkeys. And that's how they treating this woman, but she's too dumb, deaf, and blind to realize it. So yeah, I just had to get on here and talk about this. So tell me what y'all think about this ridiculous tweet that this woman put out. This woman is a despicable troll. She represents the worst in our community. Please rate, comment, subscribe.